bits and pieces at the market in Nashitown. But I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was true.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about this now?
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway. Didn't want to worry you.
He should have reread this line. Sorry.
Anefa, of course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. Anefa's already had to rescue us so many times now. I'd be mortified if anything happened to you.
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of feels like he's reading. It doesn't feel like there's any intention behind it. It feels very much like someone who's not a voice actor who's just kind of reading a book, you know?
I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway. Didn't want to worry you.
His wife just got injured. I'm guessing he's supposed to sound genuinely apologetic here. I'm sorry. Like, you want a breakdown of what was wrong? You could hear what's wrong, but if you want like explanation, I can try and break it down to the best of my abilities. This is also good for me too. It's good practice. So he said, I'm sorry. And technically you can do this, but like, I don't think he did it correctly. Basically, with the pitch precepts, at the end of a sentence, if the sentence is one syllable, or if the word is one syllable, the last word of a sentence is one syllable, then what you want to do is you want to take up the word before it in pitch in order to bring up the second word. Because if you bring up the last word in a sentence, then it's uptalk, and that's not good. You never want to uptalk. So what you do is you bring up the word right before the last word in a sentence in pitch so that it brings up the word, the last word naturally. The thing is that sorry, as you can see, if you can read, sorry is not a one-syllable word. It's two syllables. So there's no need to bring up the word I'm before sorry. So that was already like one fuck up. I'm sorry. He should just say, I'm sorry. You know, like it sounds way more sincere and it puts more emphasis on the word sorry. So the pitch on sorry should have gone up. I'm did not have to be that high. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey. He said that like as one thing. Unfortunately, I think this is more of a case of the writing rather than like, I won't blame the VA too hard for this because like the way that it's structured, it says, I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey. And then there's a comma. I feel like that should be a sentence or like a semicolon instead to signify more of a difference between this sentence and then the following phrase. Because because the way he read it was, I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway. I feel like the VA is trying to connect the sentences, but they don't have to be. He could simply just space it properly and then like, you know, space it with his words. So it should have been like, I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway, you know, something like that. I don't know. Feels like there's a lot of, there's a very like strong lack of intention behind the entire sentence. It did not flow well at all. I always find it difficult to blame the VA entirely. It's usually almost never always the VA's fault. It's rare when like, it's 100% the VA's fault. Obviously, not every VA is extremely skilled. You know, some people are going to be newer to the craft, but voice direction plays a huge part. And unfortunately, when you have bad voice direction, a not experienced VA really is not helped by it.
This time? No, no more. Not after you hurt my family. I told you, I'm done.
They should have called him back in the studio, dog.
That's a lot to ask for nothing in return.
I've been your inside man in Nashitown for over 10 years now. Is that not enough for you people?
Dog, what? Remember when I said you can never blame the VA? You might be able to blame the VA here. It's one of those situations where the lines feel like they're being read. You know what I mean? This doesn't feel like a character. This doesn't feel like acting. That does not sound like a guy that just spent the last decade in Nodcry doing work for the Fatui so that he could live a normal life with his family, only to finally get right there. He was so close. And then his wife gets attacked and injured by the robots of the Fatui, the people that he's been working with for the past decade, just so he could have a normal life, clear his debt, and just be with his family. He doesn't sound like somebody that was so close to getting exactly what he's wanted for the past decade, only to have it snuffed out right from under him, you know? There's no desperation. There's nothing there.
How hard can it be to shake them off and get her while she's alone?
And before you think about disappearing, don't think we won't be watching you.
Literally, the two best VAs here are the two Fatui enemies.
I won't do it. She saved my life so many times. It would be the ultimate betrayal.
Brother, what happened here?
How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
Even the NPC, the way the NPC is moving, it's beating him. Is this real? Seriously?
How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
Oh my god. It's like the reverse of Invincible. Like the Invincible VAs often outact the animation. This is the animation outacting the voice acting. Like I said, you can never really blame the VA 100%, but this is definitely like, man, this is a bit rough. I'm like, did they not ask for more takes after the initial? Like, did he just go on the first take? I'm just wondering how the script looks. I'm like, did they give zero context? Don't blame the VA. He tried his best. Like I said, it could be any number of things could serve as an explanation, but it doesn't change the fact that this performance is really, it could use some work.
Another triumphant return for R2 Miney. And Anefa, it's good to have you back. I assume this means you found the answers you were looking for?
Yes.
Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh. Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh.
Guys, this right here, this line, if no other line proved that this is the newbiest, like, beginner VA. This guy took one class and then booked this role. He has never acted before a day in his life. You can't tell me. I'm so sorry. There's no way, bro. Do you want to know what indicates it the biggest out of everything? I know what you're thinking. That oof was terrible. But nope, it's not even the oof. The oof wasn't great, but that's not even the worst thing here. You want to know what made this bad?
Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh.
Do you hear how he said how come? He literally reads it as if he's expecting to get slapped. Once again, it sounds like he's reading. There is no acting happening here. Literally, the come goes up in pitch. He says, how come? Oof. Like, it literally sounds like he's preparing to get slapped. If you want it to sound as natural as possible, like he doesn't expect to get slapped, it's just a, how come, you know, like, it needs to be, like, instant. Or something else you can do is, like, say something else that the character might say after that. Like, how come you're here? You know, like keep talking with the intention of completing the sentence only to abruptly end it. It gives the impression that you're actually trying to speak and that you weren't expecting the slap. But he speaks, he reads it as if he's expecting the slap. This guy's like super new. This is like a beginner VA. That or they just got somebody on. This has to be a beginner VA. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm so sorry. That right there just sold it for me. This is like the newest, like freshest, greenest VA ever. He should have been expecting it. Fair. But when someone gets slapped, they don't typically prepare for it.